Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? Close in the counter.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Heinz Field. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Set up, 8, read.
Mike, come on.
Set up.
On first down, here's Hodges. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
How about the timing on that one? Well, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
3rd and 2, now Hodges. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. Off the play fake, here's Hodges. He'll bite. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first. And the pressure gets to him again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 45 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offense.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Hodges, 4th down. Here we go. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now here's Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Devon Bush. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Taking it right down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless? A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Looking to throw on first down with Hodges. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
In your face.
On second down, it's Connor. He's got the first down inside the 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Hodges now. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From a yard out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Hodges. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
60 Pittsburgh.
On third down, it's Connor. Oh, look at the Jew. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's Hill, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real I'm doing it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Reggie Ragland picks up his second sack of the afternoon. On third down, Connor, and an alley to run. He's got daylight. The 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, 75 yards. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Again, it's Conner. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reggie Ragland getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On the counter, it's Conner. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. Past the 20, and all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 42 yards. Now it's Hodges, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Tyson Alualu in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this will be caught at the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check. He's checking.
Now Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start the drive with Conner. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, here's Hodges. He's got the tight end, Vanette. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll try and run for it with Conner. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Steelers going for it with Hodges. Underneath pass here to Vanette. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They go play action now. Hodges going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Hodges looking to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Here's Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Mahomes now to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Devon Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point...
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw. Hodges, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt.
Sign off from Heinz Field.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Houston Texans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Hey, what's up, my team? Let's go. Stay with your man.
Watson on first down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 54 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. From the gun, it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go.
And that's caught inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll roll him out right. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead,
and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Was sacked by Justin Ellis. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. From his goal line here, Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now a first down throw, Watson. Open man, the tight end Fells. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got his tight end, it's Fells. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Watson off play action. He'll buy some time right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. Finding fouls complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. On first down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He's got... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They'll run high. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Darren Fells there to make the grab. And the Texans push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game.
I pressed the button too early.
So
dang it, I pressed it too early.
In his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He's going to launch this thing into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it's going to be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the car. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check, check. Fred, put it 2. Check. Bomber. Put it 2. Check. Bomber. Check.
Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Devon, I ain't going nowhere. I'm just texting. What's his name? Tasir's cousin.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. To throw is Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head scratcher.
You was so lucky. I had DeAndre Hopkins on a... Yo, you was lucky.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jackson now, flushed out right. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flush to his right, and he's got Snead. That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, 28 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not to be wrong dictates that we see next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Patrick Owasor able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. The final shot before the break. Watson, that's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jackson buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in that. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And they'll start out with great field position.
You're getting so lucky. I pressed X way too many times, so it threw it to X. That's not right.
At the 47-yard line.
Come on, set. It's behind the bench. Yeah, look, 55. It's a party now. It's a party.
After the interception, here's Jackson being chased out left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
What the fuck is wrong with this booey-ass game? How you jump on the ball, but you don't grab it?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw, eluding the pressure right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now Jackson on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And he brings it back to right around the 26.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Short throw underneath to Hurst. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but winds up falling incomplete. One man in the backfield, that's Ingram on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. This is caught. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another? Rush coming, and he's taken down. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They go for it on 4th and goal, but then winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out up around the 15-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Tomoda Peko racks up the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and the catch made by Hopkins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flush to his right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Patrick Owasor able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back now in Baltimore. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. One man in the backfield. That's Ingram on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson under pressure again, and down he goes again. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson, and this is going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense. You've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Watson throwing again. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot in this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for the strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to throw. Watson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up by...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now Jackson forced out to his left. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check four, check four. Check three, check three.
They'll run for it. It's Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
I'm sick of this game. I'm not playing no more. I'm not playing this game no more. This game is so trash and so bad.
The Ravens push further out in front.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Partner, they're a big, regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that.
No, after this, I want my rematch. I want my
It
rematch.
definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. One last throw here for Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line.
Hey, it won't let me you. You lucky. It won't let me you.
Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
I'm not faking the Texans no more.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play.
You're lucky. You didn't even see who was open, but he was wide open. You're just lucky to press the wrong button.
Look good, though. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. What a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, 32 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
He said, I broke up with Kenna.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short game. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. On the counter, Ingram. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. They run the counter. It's Ingram, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Rolling to his right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson is going to find his tight end Boyle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the 17, Jackson over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
Turn it up. Kill, turn it up. Run it.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get this.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a
and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and announcements. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. As the Ravens push further out in front.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on third, and the pressure gets to him again. Jalen Ferguson, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson, flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nick Boyle, as the first half is winding down, as the Ravens push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And how about that for just running out the clock? And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Anthony Averett picks it. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That pick 6 extending this lead even. Seeing the team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup,